Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. This will be the 12 noon in approximately 4 minutes' time. We are counting down to our noontime movement snack. Here at the time of actual noon today, no interruptions to the schedule. I'm at home all week, so we should be nooning it all week at noon. That'll be good. We know where we are there, don't we? So welcome to those of you who are playing catch up today, and hopefully you get us crowbarred in at some point in your day. As the beauty of catch up, you can slot it in as you see fit. When you get a 10-15 minute gap, this is easily crowbarred in potentially. My eyes are looking a little bit blurry today. A little bit sensitive to light as well. I've been wearing my sunglasses indoors for a little bit, but I think I'm just starting to come round, get better, feel a bit more back to normal. Can you see my big eyeballs there, Vivian? They're, yeah, properly dilated. I've still been able to do a little bit of marking and writing this morning, although I've been a little bit like that, trying to get the best view of it. Mum took me this morning, so no driving with these eyes at this state at the moment. Right, afternoon or good morning, whichever. There's only a few minutes in it. To Helen, Vivian and Paul, good to have you here. Carol's joined us as well. How's life treating you on this fine Monday morning, everyone? It is a little bit duller than it has been over the weekend, but who knows? No, I'm not going to open the curtain. I'm not going to look outside because I'll be like that. My eyes can't manage it. I've been doing a Bex impression a little bit this morning with the fact that she puts her normal gigs on, doesn't she? Her normal glasses, and then she goes sunglasses over the top. So I have been rocking that look a little bit today. Do you know what? I think I might put my sunglasses on. Carol, oh, what big eyes you have. I'm going to put my sunglasses on. That's tickled me, that has, Carol. Thank you. Now, where are my sunglasses? Here we go. Yeah, I thought my eyes were coming round and getting a little better, but no, they've just started getting a little bit sensitive. Yes, that's what I've been for, Vivian. A diabetic eye screening checkup where they photograph your eyes, to put your chin on this thing, tell you to look over there, and then they take a snap of your eyeball and they can check out if there's any damage to the small blood vessels in your eyes. It's quite handy to know. But as long as you keep your blood sugars all right, chances are everything will be fine. Right, Gillian's just arrived. Yep, feeling a bit better. Carol's just spoken to me like Red Riding Hood would speak to the imposter that's in the grandma's bed. Where have you been, Gillian? Cuppa and a chat. Busy morning. PD, Cuppa and a chat this afternoon. Okay, so you're looking forward to getting out and about this afternoon. This 12 noon just sorts us out, doesn't it? We get this done, tick, off we go into our afternoon. So right, let's do this. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Welcome to the 12 noon. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training, and we're going to be doing a variety of different things here across all of the movement snacks: strength, balance, functional stuff that's already in your day already that we just pay a bit more attention to when we do this movement snack. Grab a tea towel, or you may have a stretchy band. Let's start with a bit of circulation booster on Monday, the 5th of June 2023. Oh, nearly fell off the table then. A good balanced reaction there. All right, so those of you who are just coming in, I'm going to keep my sunglasses on, get a little bit of eye sensitivity going on today from some drops that I put in my eyes before I went to the at the doctor's this morning. So this isn't the normal look I rock indoors, but I will be doing today. Standing tall or sitting tall, lifting, lengthening, rounding the shoulders back and down to open the chest, to take tension away out of the neck and shoulders, improve our posture before we put our leg pedals or foot marches, or the other way around, foot pedals, leg marches to our circ boost. The use of external support and how much you use it, where it's located around you or perhaps directly in front of you, you choose what's best. Picking up the knees then into a bit more of a marching action. So circulation boosting, we often just have it in this form of an easy march on the spot with arm swings that will be added. But a circulation booster can take on many other different forms. And if you are in seated, here's one form, a seated foot pedal or leg march. We can go travelling with our circulation booster. You can be walking outdoors or indoors. You can be walking possibly up and down the staircase to boost your circulation. So it's anything that's continuously rhythmical to a point where maybe you breathe in a little bit deeper, but you're not out of puff. It's sustainable. So with the arms in, then we're swinging at the shoulders. Both arms can of course be brought in together, but some of you may prefer to just stick by your external support and keep using that. Swapping the arms from time to time. We've got opposite arm to leg marching. Taking a few deep breaths. Feeling just a little bit of change around the heart, the lungs. Blood's of course moving a bit faster around your system. There's a little bit of extra demand for oxygen, hence taking a few deeper breaths. Right, just steady yourself down then. Bring that to a pause. Okay, so with this first move that we're going to do, we're going to use multiple knee bends, positions of the feet as well, for stuff like bending down, standing up, retrieving objects from different levels, putting objects into different levels that you might have on work surfaces or below work surfaces, near the floor, cupboards, shelving, all of that kind of stuff. Where's my tea towel? Now, I'm going to use a tea towel, but you don't have to use any object per se. Let's have a few shallow parallel knee bends to start with. So with your feet around hip distance, external support can be there, or you can just track your hands down to your knees here and stand back up again. So this is a sit back with your bum, as if you're just in the process of getting down into seated. Weight is a little bit into the heels there, so you should feel and try a little bit of a wiggle into the toes. Okay, in seated, we can do a little bit of preparing for a jockey lift, so with pressing feet into the floor, or we can do some actual jockey lifts, either with the hands on the thighs or with the hands just on the arms or the side of your seat to jockey lift there. Before we start going deeper, let's take the feet out wide. So here we're about shoulder distance in the line from the shoulders to your heels. Turn out your tootsies and we've got a knee bend there as well. So a wide knee bend with a little bit of turned out toes, turned out knees, and slightly opened out hips as well. The bum sits back just as those parallel squats we're doing, parallel knee bends. Might feel a bit harder to do this in seated, but you can have a go. Pushing through a prep to a jockey or an actual wider a jockey lift. Hands on the side of the chair or just resting onto your thighs. Not too heavy pushing through the thighs at all there. All right. Okay, now stepping, striding, knee bending. With support, when we come into a bit of a split stance and we put a knee bend in, the heel at the back is lifted. So essentially we've kind of removed a part of our base of support on the floor. So the stride, the knee bend, and the step back, alternating legs. The stride, the knee bend, and stepping back. Do a few of those, maybe 2 or 3 on each side. We can do a split stance here, little jockey lift. If you want to do repetitive 2 or 3, or you just want to do that stepping action to alternate, I'll leave that to your choice. Okay, so in standing, we're going to work through the legs a little bit more with a deeper knee bend, wide or lunge step. In seated, we're going to work through those positions, but you would have felt your thighs working more when you're lifting and jockey lifting than you will do when you're putting down, reaching down to retrieve objects or to pick them up or to put them down. So take up the position of your feet in seated, lift up tall. If you have got an object, come lifting up and out of your sit bones and hips and leaning down, reaching to the floor, recovering. Take as long as a pause as you need here, because the change of the head position, if we're going quite quickly with these, then standing up, sitting down, leaning forward, sitting up can be a little bit much and cause a bit of dizziness at times. So we're going deeper into the knees, 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 knees first, then down to touch the floor if you can, and then standing back up. I'm just going to change sides, so I'm getting an extra reaching action. Well, not an extra reaching action, I'm getting evened out reaching actions with right side to left side. Use your external support. These knees are bending. If you've got a seat level or a coffee table in front of you, that could serve as a good bit of external support as well. So using what's around you, but mainly using the legs as much as we can, rather than relying on support or bending through the back. We're really using the thighs, the butt, all of those muscles that are important there. Right, let's go a bit wider. Got a bit of space, extra space in between our feet now. Sit back first. See how low can you go. I'm going to feel it more comfortable having my hand here, just as you put in that little lean forwards and stand back up. So toes are turned out. You could have your coffee table or a chair in front of you. Before you start leaning and reaching, which is probably the first go-to, sit back, sit back, sit back. Then bring in a little bit of a reaching action and tuck everything back up, concertinaing yourself back up into straight. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Take it through the knees, touch the floor if you can, or reach as far down as you possibly can, and then recover. Okay, so in seated, you've got that going exactly the same as before. Right, with one foot in front of the other in seated, you got a bit of space in front of the leg that's tucked back. You might want to have your hand on your thigh, lift up tall, shift the weight forwards, reach it down. Recover, take a pause, set yourself up again. Good posture, hinging forwards, out of the hips, rather than just going for a straight rounded reach. Standing. You might want to have your external support next to you. You stride forwards, have the heel lifted. We've got a space down by the side of that forwards leg. I just want to go like that, don't you? But rod down your back, bend through the knees, and then add a little reach down. Just reorganise your feet, swap sides if you want to. If it's easier to do all 3 or 4 on the same side, do that, unless you've got other options. Bend, then lean, recover and straighten. You may, again, coffee table, chair, providing it's stable, bend, take up some support through your legs there. We've done quite a few repeats, haven't we? Stride and lift the back heel. That's where your ankle movements come in handy there. This is where your thigh strengthening comes in handy. This is where some of your balance moves that we do also come in handy. Right, take a pause right there. So we've done quite a lot there, so maybe we'll just have one more thing to do today. Let's have a look at the grip strengthener. So you might want to take a bit of a fold of your tea towel. You might want to just grapple it up and screw it up, or build it into a bit of a tube. I'm going to do this in seated. If you'd prefer to be in standing, your choice. All right, so we want to be able to feel like the shoulders are down and not taking any unnecessary tension through them. So lift tall, slot the shoulders back, and try and hold your hands not too high, about chest level here. Squeeze as hard as you can, increasing your grippage, but not holding your breath. Relax, ease out on those fingers and go again. Firm squeeze through the palm, through the fingers, through the thumb. Relax, ease off, and you'll feel your wrists tightening as well. Few seconds to hold, making sure that you're continuing with just some steady breathing. Right, let's bolt on. Right, flare your arms out to the side so your wings are away from your waist. Squeeze whatever you're squeezing. Get ready to twist and tuck those elbows in towards your trunk. And look, the wrists are almost stacked there. And then kind of just unscrew that and let your elbows come back out again. Squeeze it first, twisting so that you're turning your knuckles to point forwards. You're feeling your elbows into your trunk there. So wringing out the dishcloth, wringing out any items of clothing that your washing machine might not have done the good job on. Wringing out a bath towel if it's dipped into the water by accident. Opening any keys, locks, twisty handles. Doorknobs especially require this wrist twisting action. Keys, although the key in the ignition might not be that stiff, it's still a twisting action that we're taking it through. Wrist stability here when we're gripping carrying items is crucial, especially if it's quite a full mug or a big mug of tea or coffee, or a kettle, a saucepan. We need that wrist stability, else you'll feel your wrist just kind of bending under the strain. Squeeze now, twist now, and pull upwards and downwards at the same time. And again, squeezing, twisting, pulling. Do a few more of these. Now, pulling actions with grip, duvet covers, pillowcases. Just change top hand to bottom hand, you can do. Gripping, pulling, and relaxing your grip there. I'm just going to do one more. I can feel extra warmth in my body through the effort that this is creating. So an extra little flush of warmth I've got through my arms and trunk. There we go, that should do you nicely. Right everyone, lots of knee bending actions there. Little bit of wrist work to finish off with. How's my eyes feeling now? I can see. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. A few people in. That's all right, Carol. That really tickled me. That really amused me when you said, "Ooh, what big eyes you have." Right. Anyway, if you can't have a giggle at yourself, what can you do? There we go. Right, Davina, thank you for joining us. Gillian, and any more Gillians? O'Deals as well. Hello, welcome. Carolyn's in as well, just in for time for tea. Right, everyone, have a fantabulous afternoon. We've got Bex for the 4 PMs this week, so let's see what she's up to. See you later. Cheers.